Don't do anything stupid.
My only concern is that we're following the internet's instructions without any understanding as to why we're using P-O-range.
It said to cut it, so I'm gonna cut it, alright? I told you there was too much lube. Welcome back, my Suba crew. Today we're going to install the Deatsch Werks 300c fuel pump. Now you're going to need that in conjunction with the Cobb Flex fuel sensor to be able to run a blend of E85 for your ethanol. So I wanted to see personally a longer video on taking apart that fuel pump plastic assembly shroud, that white piece that contains the fuel pump. Some of the videos I would have liked to see a little more information as to where the clips are and how that all comes apart and how you get the new fuel pump in. My friend James came over and helped me with it. Big shout out to James. Thank you very much. That was a lot of help. Just getting an extra pair of hands on there helps take that thing apart, makes it a lot easier. It would have taken me a lot more time to do that by myself. So let's take a look at that real quick. I wanted to say, browse my channel, see if any of those videos interest you, and think about subscribing. I want to see if we can hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Let's get to the install. First of all, let's disconnect the battery. You can just disconnect the negative terminal. All right, to get to the fuel pump, go on the passenger side and unclip your seat. So there's two clips, one on each side. I'll show you once we got it up. This one's already unclipped. Comes up super easy, barely an inconvenience. Then we working down here. So here's the clips for the seats, one on each side. And then it just moves forward, comes right out. So first we'll remove the metal plate, getting to the fuel pump. We got the 4 Phillips head screws, we'll get those removed. We got the screws off. Let's take a look under there. Pretty dirty. We got the 2 fuel lines with the green clips, then the electrical connection. So those green clips will just snap upwards and we can pull those off. Then we'll get the electrical connection out too. I'll wipe down the top first, get some of that dirt out. All right, let's see if we can get this. Push down on this tab here. Ooh, there we go. Holy crap, look how dirty that thing is. Let's get to wiping. So on this foam piece here, you're not gonna be able to take it out without ripping it. So I'm just gonna leave it in place. Then we'll remove the fuel lines. Okay, let's see if this clip will come up. James is helping me out, recording and moral support and the 3rd and 4th hand. All right, let's see if we got any pressure in there. So that's up all the way. Just a little bit of fuel. Then I covered the electrical connector so we didn't get too much fuel on it. Let's try the other one. Almost. Yeah, those are actually pretty easy. Yep, sopping up some at the bottom. Alright, those two are out. Take a look at how that's oriented for when we're putting it back in. It looks like we have 8mm going around. So we'll get those unattached, start pulling out the fuel pump assembly. We'll get back to you with that in a sec. So there's 8 of these. We'll get them loosened. The amount of fumes in here, I don't really want to use my power drill.
You'll be fine.
So,
yep, I'll just hit go.
Okay, I guess, oh, we got this metal ring to take out. Okay, so we're pulling this up. It has a, what would you call it, that measures the amount of fuel in there.
It's a sender. Fuel lever.
Fuel lever.
Fuel level sender.
So we're gonna have to come up and out so that we don't damage that. Now it should, I believe I only had like a quarter tank, so let's see. Oh, actually, do we need a, okay, we got a seal right here. We'll take that off too. Then do we, okay, I think we get the fuel pump assembly next. Oh, there we go. We got to get this rubber gasket out first. Alright, this is gonna get messy. I'm trying to get the float out. Okay, float is out. Alright, then I'll put this on the workbench. So let's take a good look at this. Some of the videos I'd seen didn't have as much explanation and look at all the components in here. We're gonna have to route the wires exactly how they were before we take it apart. So let's see if we can get a good look and start taking it apart. This will compress, and then we have a C-clip there. I guess just on the one side. That just popped out. Let's find out where that goes. Let me get the gas dumped out of this real quick. Okay, so this was just a foot. So you see how that compresses down. So there's just a C-clip on one side. Doesn't look like, nope, there isn't on the other side. So this was just a little rubber foot that came out. Put that back in. Okay. This thing is teeny and we do not want to lose it. Okay. Got it? C-clip right there. Okay, so is that our tank turret side? Yeah.
Pull on this.
Should we disconnect wires here first? Okay, so it's wrapped around here. It's got this plastic finger holding these wires in place. Okay, then let's before we pull this all the way out of the enclosure, got these two clips here. Oh, okay, so we got the push button clips on this side. I was looking at it the wrong way. Blue was on the inside. There we go. Again, I just want to give everyone a kind of a better look of what's going on in here. So let's see if we can start pulling up on this. All right, I think there's a series of clips that are holding the center cylinder with the fuel pump in the middle before we can get the top hat off. So let's unclip that one here, then see if we'll get some movement on the center cylinder. Oh, that's loose. There we go. Okay. See if you can pull up on the top hat. That might be good enough to do what we need to do.
Well, let's figure out how to get the pump out.
Indeed. I'm gonna start, let's see. Try that clip. Those are on there super loose. Okay, let's see if we can disconnect from this end from the original fuel pump. Oh, actually, we'll just feed it through. He's unclipped right here. Getting a little foot shower. Oh, there's some more fuel. Okay.
Take the filter out.
Take the, yeah, see if this sock pops off. Oh, I think it is. Okay, so
This is attached to this U-clip here, and we are actually going to discard the old fuel sock and only retain this U-clip right here. So we'll end up cutting it there and just reusing that piece. See, I knew more hands would come in handy. And then see that one on that side too. Whack-a-mole. Oh, there we go. Boom. Okay, this we'll just cut down here. Then we won't use this piece with the fuel sock. Let me get a Dremel. Let's see if I can pull out the fuel pump. Then we'll determine whether or not we're going to retain this piece or not. I think there's any other disassembly if we just pull it out the bottom here. Oh wait, no, there it goes. So I'm just going to feed those wires through. So we'll use this spacer from the stem.
Well, maybe because the whole thing is taller.
Yeah. Let's here, take off that cap cover. So looking at the stem on this one, I had seen some of them that had ribs on them. If you do, and I didn't know if I asked around to see if there's any part number difference, but there's not. So it's kind of luck of the draw whether you have the ones with ribs on it or not. If you do have one with ribs on it, just cut a slit in your spacer and fit it over. So we're gonna work that on. Then there's 3 included washers, O-rings. So with the spacer on it, we'll also use 2 of the O-rings. So do we need to lube up the stem? Is that what that's for?
I think so.
Uh-oh, should we read the instructions? Alright, it comes with some lube. We'll lube up the O-rings. Okay. Is it a black plastic one like these?
So to understand my concern, to line the stems up so they're equal height.
Uh-huh.
This is still basically going the same height as it goes in. We have more than a little difference on that side, which is going to stick out the bottom of this. Just going to push it. That's what you're doing.
Oh, right. So that's where.
That's why you got
That's why. Thank you for thinking that logic.
But how
Because
does it stay in place?
it's only staying in place with it's gonna click into here.
Because the O-rings just
The O-rings will click it in. Okay, so because this is longer, that piece isn't gonna click back in to here. So that's why we're gonna trim off that U-clip.
Okay. Have your stuff ready to get cut.
Alright. Okay, can you see where it's connecting right there? There we go. Clean up this plastic a little bit, but I think we're good. This piece we're not going to use. Again, the reason for that was because the new pump is longer, so that wouldn't clip in because that goes beyond that point. Alright. So we got the factory O-ring. And I have two of the Deatsch Werks ones.
Should take the
Oh, is there one that's still in there, huh? Okay, let's put these on. Let's see what's still in the fuel pump container, whatever this is, shroud. Now does oh yeah, probably do have to take that out. Serious. So that oh shoot. Here, pop it in and you feel it if it feels like we need that one. We should take it out so we should fit it in.
See, I was trying to get another here. Maybe take one of those. Lube the tip.
That sounded good.
That sounds just fine.
Alright, so there was a single O-ring. So we had the plastic spacer, and there was an O-ring on the stock piece. So we'll use 2 O-rings total, so one of those being one that was left over, then one additional one. That feels like it clicks in pretty good. So you're saying, move it again. Okay, so again, we just have 2 O-rings total. One of them was with the original fuel pump. Anyway, the Deatsch Werks gives you 3 more, so we're only using one of those. Spacer, one additional washer, the one it came with. When you test fitted, James, that seemed to click in pretty good, right? It looked like it did.
Yes. My only concern is that we're following the internet's instructions without any understanding as to what we're doing.
It said to cut it, so I'm gonna cut it, alright?
Alright, do what you gotta do, man.
Too much lube.
Okay.
Can't have too much. Yeah, all day today. It was a holiday. And I was like, I didn't even enjoy myself because the whole time it's like, I should be putting in that fuel pump. And I didn't enjoy my holiday. Okay, so that's where we're going.
Send it.
Full send. Yeah, that's pretty good. So then this clip. This goes on there, I guess. It's the new wire. So, yeah, what does that look like? Alright, small hole, bigger hole.
Take that cap off.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let's take the cap off. That's why we got James here. Probably wouldn't get very far with that cap on. It's on there. There wasn't a satisfying click, but it's on there.
There never is. Those are not satisfying. They just make me paranoid that it's going to fall off anymore.
Yeah, don't fall off of my fuel tank. That's a bad day. Okay, this thing's... I'm not looking forward to putting it back together. Okay, the black end, I'm pretty sure goes on this side. I told you there was too much lube. That's awesome. All right, take 2. Hold the bottom of this when you're clicking the wire in. There we go.
too. That's alright.
So we just shove it in there? I guess, right?
What direction is it supposed to order in? Have we lost it?
Let's let's get this band first.
Okay. You can slide the band down. Alright.
I'm not sure if that's where it goes.
I'm not sure it's not.
No, that's right, because
Exactly.
that's exactly right, because that clips onto that lip right
Is
there.
this on top or below that?
That's going the correct way. So that goes in. Okay, so we got to go back up a little bit and
Spring in there.
we might have to review the footage.
Goes on the non-clippy side.
Since I lost the C quick. No, it's right there.
It's on that side.
It was on the spring side and the C clip side.
I know the spring goes on this side. There's a pocket for it. The rest of the hoses want to line up this way. So it makes me think this is the correct direction.
Yeah, that does look good.
Seats against the bottom.
Okay, C clip.
Easy.
Yeah, that would have took me half an hour by myself. Are we still in frame? Okay, guys. So clips there, there, and there. Decide how we want to plumb this connection. I don't know. The factory one fed it through there. I don't know if that's even necessary. So where are we going? Oh, we're going up to the connector up there. Yeah, that's the same pin out, right?
Yeah. What color did you say was on the inside? Blue? Blue on the inside?
Yes, that's right. Well, if that helps me. Because we got 4 pins in here. So where do the 2 pins connect? Because that's all we have.
Maybe should have paid attention to that.
Review the footage.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to look at the footage.
Does that see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. One set goes to the fuel pump, one set goes to the fuel assembly.
The exact same one. Oh, okay, that other one. Had to review the footage. So this was replacing the blue and black wire from the factory one. So that's going to be on the inside. This thinner wire goes back down to the fuel gauge area. So are we all reassembled, do you think?
Is it not clicked in yet?
Those are not clicked in yet. Okay. Check all the other clips. Feels like it's still full of gas.
Pretty sure it's not.
Nope. Okay. Put it back together, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how this lines up. So again, this metal piece is actually going to go on top of the fuel pump assembly, but just showing you how it lines up once it is all sandwiched together. You have these smaller holes. There are these rubber pieces, so it's only going to line up one particular way. I know it's hard to see with that foam in the way, but so once it is sandwiched together again with the fuel pump assembly in the middle, it's just going to fit that one way. So I'll take this back out. Then on this seal, is that directly on here? Let me see if it lines up on the fuel pump assembly.
I think it goes on the pump.
On the plastic side, the pump.
Yes.
It's funny how I forget things I did an hour ago. So it's got the notch right here. Then we got this seal. It's notched right there. So that's going to line up like that. Then the metal plate on top of it. We'll get it sunk back in. I think I'm going to give this one more wipe down before I do that. Electricity in the gas tank. Could tuck that wire in there. Okay, yeah, let's tuck this. I remember how it went. They're just two little plastic fingers. Just tucks them in there. Green O-ring. Get the flow in at an angle. That's about how we had it oriented, I believe.
Yep, your hoses will tell you.
Hoses tell no lies. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. So one thing we had trouble with is this location here. Make sure your rubber grommet in this seal with the green striping and the outer metal layer all line up. You'll know if you have it right. You see in between those two bolts, there's this rubber peg. Make sure those are all aligned properly. And that way you know it is correct. Full send. Those actually clip on really easy.
Yeah, they do.
Just like on, boom. Yeah, that's simple as can be.
Alright, let's go.
It's on the top of the tin can. I only tore one of the foam corners. Nice. I think, I do remember the warning label was facing towards the center seat.
Yep, the arrow points forward. That should be right. Satisfying click.
Probably won't completely screw it down yet. Make sure
Yeah, we'll watch for
there's no geysers or anything. All right, battery's reconnected. Should we try to start it? Okay, fire extinguisher is conveniently located behind you. Can you hear it? Actually, let's prime this like 3 or 4 times before I fire it over.
Absolutely. Don't hear it for sure.
I can hear it.
That's not obnoxious. That's good.
All right, one more.
All right.
I'll just put the 4 screws back in and that's it.